they would just say, you're lazy, you're not trying, you're obese, you're promoting obesity. And it was just like, this is crazy. 4 years ago, I was following people who do what I do now. And I was like, I feel like I could do that. This is at a point in my life where I was not comfortable in my body whatsoever. And it sort of was a task for me to feel better about my body in terms of posting photos that I thought were very vulnerable. People started following me and I was like, oh, okay, like this is something. But yeah, with my history in varsity soccer and a lot of trauma as a young kid, it was kind of amazing to connect with people and see that what I had experienced wasn't just for me.
Can you tell me a little bit about your experience with varsity soccer and how that kind of played a role into your journey now?
I started at a very young age and I was very good. So then my parents kind of pushed me towards that direction. And I started training with boys that were older than me. I started going into like more of a specialized excellent school. And I started to get comments from my coaches that I needed to lose weight, which then proceeded to my parents commenting on my weight, saying that if I lost weight, I would be a better player. And it basically screwed me up as a child. Like it was so hard to not be judging my body 24/7.
And you've talked a lot on Instagram about your shift in perspective for working out specifically as well, being an athlete. What helped start to make that shift from how you used to think about working out and your reasons for doing it for why you do it now?
After I retired from soccer, it was a really hard period because I was still consuming the food I would normally consume as an athlete, but I wasn't working out as much. So that period was really awkward because I was basically gaining weight, but didn't really understand how to manage that. And when I used to work out before ending my soccer career, it was all about burning calories. It was all about how much do I burn to deserve that ice cream. And I started to not want to work out because then I would have to think about the calories. At the middle part, I just stopped working out. I just didn't do it. And then I started to realize that my body craved it, but in very different ways, like going for a walk or going for a swim or things that I didn't really consider exercise. So I started to change my mindset that going for a walk or just doing the dishes or doing a quick yoga video was more than enough.
I think that's the thing that a lot of people need to hear is that if you don't want to work out today, you don't have to, nobody's making you.
No.
Do you think that Instagram and kind of social media kind of puts that out there and makes people feel that need that they have to do that?
100%. I think I know a lot of the influencers that I follow or connect with who are in the same realm as me. They basically have seen their photos taken and used as before and after photos for weight loss, when really it's just she's sitting down and she's standing up. So it's very hard to decipher what is real and what it isn't. And then if you go and check out Fitspo hashtag, you will see hundreds and hundreds of pictures of these incredibly in shape people, and you're kind of comparing yourself to someone who's in a way different lifestyle than you. So I think that's really detrimental to always see these weight loss journeys and always see these weight loss commercials and ads and products that are just, it's not going to work.
Do you have any advice for people that are on social media right now and finding themselves like comparing or seeing that type of content, like the Fitspo content, and how they can become more confident while still consuming that?
The biggest thing is to understand why is that your goal? Why do you want to lose weight? What will that achieve for you? If it's you want to look better, for sure, you can go and work out and get more toned and lift weights. But if you're just doing it because you want to feel good about yourself, you want to feel like you're enough, you want to fix something in your life, or you think everything will get better because you do this, I think it's good to take a step back and be like, okay, if I just accepted how I was now, what else could I focus on? And you might realize that it's not a goal of yours, that you can be happy in the body you have. You've just been taught that you can't be ever happy in the body that you have.
Do you think that social media can play a positive role in self-esteem and body acceptance?
It's just recognizing that the word normal has no real definition. Like there's no picture of normal. So yeah, I think it's a great way to connect with others who struggle with the same things, whether it's acne, whether it's body hair, all these things. So yeah, it can be good. It can be bad because it's so easy to get trapped into social media and start to look at influencers and their lifestyle and want to be like that.
Do you think overall social media is going in a positive direction with that thing, or do you think it's still kind of stuck?
Still very stuck. I'm lucky I have this little bubble on social media that makes me think that everyone is so kind and, accepting, and that it's just a really safe place to be. But I know that is not true. The moment one of my posts get reposted by someone and a stranger sees it, it's really easy to get hate comments and judgment. And I had my pictures shared on Gymshark page, which is all about strength and fitness. And 4 million people follow that page, and they're mostly men. And basically, my Instagram account was attacked. I got hundreds of messages from men saying that I should lose weight, I should put the fork down, they'll help me change my body, they'll help me lose weight. I was like, oh my goodness. And then there were so many people who were upset that I was posted on Gymshark because I don't look like a body that deserves to be posted on there. They would just say you're lazy, you're not trying, you're obese, you're promoting obesity. 100% had an anxiety attack for that one. I had to get off the app. I decided not to look at the page and read the comments, except then I would have my followers asking me if I saw the comments because they were so horrible. And I was like, okay, I don't need to know. Thank you. Even to this day, if someone messages me and says I'm in the wrong or I'm trying to capitalize on this body acceptance movement, they just kind of attack you for anything. It is really hard to kind of stay true to yourself and remember why you're doing this. But I've gotten much better at it. And I know that I can't please everyone. That's the biggest thing.
And hopefully the more people that come out with pages like yours, the more used to it people will get.
Exactly.
And what's your biggest tip for people who are just kind of starting their journey of body acceptance and are trying to work through the first phases of it?
That's a hard place to be. Just starting out, you're going to be hit with every single negative thought that you've ever had, every single judgment that you ever had. People will comment on you, comment on your body. It will trigger you. But I think, following people on here on Instagram that, you feel good when you see them, unfollowing anyone who makes you feel less worthy or bad. It can be anyone. It could be your best friend if you need to. Just unfollow them. I love to journal. I love to kind of write down my thoughts. I love to meditate. That's also a really good one, just to kind of connect with yourself and try to learn how to love yourself. That's so difficult. I still struggle with it. You want to focus on everyone else. You don't want to talk about yourself. It's really great, but it's hard. So I think you just, instead of, turning outwards to get, validation from others, you need to kind of turn inwards first.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our Narcity channel to see more content just like this.